Here are the acid rules. Okay? The acids depend on the name. So when you have the acid, you write out kind of an old name, and then you get the acid base name. So for example, if the old name ends in "ate," the new name is blank-ic acid. If the old name ends in "ite," the new name is OUS acid, like chlorous acid. And if the new name is "ide," ends in IDE, then you add the prefix hydro and the suffix ic acid. It won't make any sense, but until I show you a whole bunch of examples, so here we go. HCl, the first thing you want to do is write out the old name. So old name is going to be hydrogen chloride, because IDE, because it comes off the periodic table for chlorine, so you call it hydrogen chloride. That's the first step, which will be difficult because not everyone knows how to do the old names just yet. It'll take some time. Acids always have the H plus as their proton, or as the positive ion or the cation ion. That's how you identify it as an acid. Look, all of these, H, H2, H3, H, they all have an H in the beginning of their formula. That makes it an acid, for at least for naming purposes right now. We'll get to acids and bases second semester, but for naming and writing their formulas, that's what you're doing. That's what you're looking for. Okay, so old name hydrogen chloride. Find the rule that applies, which is the first, second, or third. It is the third one because it ends in IDE. So now you add the hydro prefix. Keep the root of what the anion is, chloric. Oh, sorry, I ruined it, chlor. And then add the IC suffix. So hydrochloric acid. Delicious. Just kidding, it's already in your tummy. In reality, you don't even, well, I don't want to, I better not. I'm just going to keep going. So let's name it first. HNO2. Obviously, the first one's hydrogen. The second one is to be found where? On your sheet, you know, not on the periodic table. On the polyatomic ion list. NO2 is nitrite. Is that what you said? ITE. NO2 is nitrite. ITNO3 is nitrate. So be careful. Some of them appear very similar. So NO2 is nitrite. It ends in what? Ite. So use rule number 2. It becomes OUS acid. You don't do anything with this. They all have hydrogen in them, so you don't worry about that. You take the root, NIT, and R, and then in this case add OUS. So it's called nitrous acid. Like righteous, but with an N. And no G.
Why don't we do anything with the hydrogen?
Oh, they all have hydrogen, so you don't need to do anything with that. And the only time you add the hydro is for that one case, because that's the rule. Sure. A million years ago, when dinos ruled the world, somebody said, I want to add hydro for that. And we said, okay. And here we are. You want to try this one? Do it. H2SO4. H2SO4. You can name it maybe old in just your brain if you want to, or write out the old version, then give me the new version. This is good, right? Guys, can you wait until I give you a sheet of paper tomorrow with all of them all jumbled up on there, and you got to figure out which one is which? So excited. Tomorrow's work day. Yeah. Well, probably I'll do a lot of examples with you, is my guess, because I'm not going to give you any homework tonight. So I imagine you're just going to forget all of this. So, but at least you get the rules. This purple sheet of paper, which is nice. This old school name is called hydrogen sulfate, because SO4 is sulfate somewhere. Sulfate, SO4. 8 is 8. I don't know where I was going with that. The 8 ending changes to ic. You don't need the hydrogen at all. Just call it, this one, sulfur is kind of hard. You actually just include the entire word, S-U-L-F-U-R-I-C, sulfuric acid. If you had sulfic, that is a moral victory, but in the future, just include the entire word. Sulfur and phosphorus, you do that for. So sulfuric acid. How many had sulfuric acid? Okay, we should try one more. Which one do you want to do? This one or this one? Okay, the bottom one. HI. HI. Hydrogen and iodine. Remember, if it comes up the periodic table, you give it what ending? IDE is correct. So old name, as you are trying to figure that out, would be hydrogen iodide. Now take a minute to write the new name, or 30 seconds, or 10 seconds. Iodine can be a kind of weird one to truncate as well, but since it ends in IDE, as all of the ones on the periodic table will, we're going to use this bottom rule. Add the hydro prefix, IOD for iodine, and then IC, so hydroiodic acid. These two are added, hydro and ic. The IOD is the root of the word. When you are writing how many of you guys had that? Okay. When you're doing the formulas, it's just work the rule backwards. So if it says perchloric acid, what does that end in? Wait, not the D. What does this end in right there? Wait, hold on. What are these two letters right here? I see. So what does it end in? Wait, what? No, what is this underlined? Wait. Oh, you're working it backwards. Okay, you're already one step ahead of me. Yeah, that's ic. So you're working this backwards. You're looking for perchlorate. The first thing is always going to be hydrogen when you crisscross it. So now you're looking for perchlorate. Perchlorate. I found it already. Did you find it? You found it? Good for you guys. So then you crisscross like anything else you've ever done for writing formulas for ionics. Perchlorate is ClO4. It's got a -1 charge. And hey, guess what? They just cancel each other out. So it's HClO4, which we call, well, old name, hydrogen perchlorate, or acid name, perchloric acid.
Where did you
Perchlorate? I found it on the table. There's 3 spots. Here, ClO4 -1, or here, ClO4 -1, or player's choice, perchlorate, ClO4 -1. Want to try one more? No? You guys are already jaded about it? That's fair. It's fair. Want to make it more complicated? Okay.